What's going on, y'all? It's your boy AC. I am back with another video. And shucks, I just came across the news myself, man. Keith Thurman versus Shawn Porter, first quarter 2016. PBC is setting it off with a bang, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I think this is the fight that most fight fans have been waiting on right there. We wanted to see the welterweight division get some separation. We want to see who can get some separation. You know, who can separate themselves from the rest of the herd. And I think that this is the best fight that can be made for boxing right now, especially in the welterweight division. Let me get right into it. I've been rooting for both fighters. You've never heard me You've never heard me say either fighter was overrated. You know, you never heard me say no fighter was scared, you know what I mean, or anything like that. Like I said, I've been rooting for both fighters. I wanted to see both fighters actually get it in. I wanted to see both fighters succeed. Shawn Porter has had some measure of success in the sport, being that, you know, when he beat Paulie Malignaggi for the IBF strap, but then he turned around and he lost to Kell Brook. All right. Since then, at the same time, we've witnessed Keith Thurman be elevated to the full WBA champion, coming off impressive wins versus, well, I'm not going to say impressive wins. And I was talking about the Luis Collazo fight. I mean, but every fighter gets hurt. You know, he got caught with that body shot. Every fighter gets hurt. That's the way the game is played. You know, he had a very impressive win against Robert Guerrero, though. That win was actually very impressive to me. Just the Collazo one kind of shook me just a little bit. And since then, you know, Shawn Porter himself, he's beaten Adrian Broner, you know. So it's like each fighter has had a measure of success, and each fighter has done their thing to cement themselves as top dogs at 147 right now. So this, like I said again, I say this is the best fight that can be made right now to get some separation in the welterweight division. Who I think is going to win? Dude, honestly, I'm just looking for a good fight with this one. This is a pick'em fight. I don't think you can go wrong either way. But I think that Shawn Porter is going to win this fight. Now before you call me crazy, because which some of you are, because I am well aware that the masses of people are going to pick Keith Thurman. I'm well aware of that, you know, but I'm going against the grain on this one. My reasons was when, you know, I assess, you know, the skill sets, and, you know, I've been following both of their careers. Thurman, you know, when he's on his one-time kick, you know, has been, you know, very aggressive, effectively aggressive. He's asserted himself as he's asserted himself as one of the best boxer punchers in the sport. Excuse me. And I mean, like I said, he has power. He has great power in both hands. Although I've heard that he's starting to have a little bit of hand problems, so I don't know how that bodes well for him in the future. But he's starting to have hand problems. Just as what I heard. I don't know how true that is. Last couple fights, the Leonard Bundu fight, we saw Keith Thurman, the boxer. He was a great boxer. He was doing his thing. He was technically sound. He was doing his thing. And I kept telling folks, like, Leonard Bundu is not a bum. I don't know why people thought that Leonard Bundu was a bum just because you never heard of him. Again, you need to stop sleeping on foreigners just because you don't know about them. Leonard Bundu was undefeated coming into that fight in over 40 fights. Keith Thurman took that man's O, and he did it impressively. Okay? He was a great boxer. You all expected one time, but we all know when a fighter steps up in competition right? When a fighter steps up in competition, the KO percentages normally go down. Is all that has always been the case in the sport of boxing. So I don't understand why people even expected that to change. So, but all in all, if Keith Thurman to me is going to win, he's going to have to some way, somehow keep Porter off his ass. Excuse my French, but that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to keep Porter off him. And you know what? Keith Thurman has really not shown me he has the ability, to fight, effectively off the back foot. Against Bundu, he was moving around the ring. Against Bundu. He really was. But we didn't really see him get pressured, to the point where he had to fight. He had to fight off the back foot, where he had to jab, turn. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't really see him having to do that. If he hasn't learned how to do that now, he's going to have problems against Porter. I have to say, he's going to have some real problems against Shawn Porter, because, I don't care what Kenny Porter teaches Shawn at this point. Him rushing in, him digging all in your chest and just trying to destroy you on the inside, that's always going to be a staple of his game. He's wild. He can be reckless at times, but it's that unpredictability that makes him who he is. He's unpredictable. The only thing you fear is him getting inside. That man, Keith Thurman, is going to have to figure out a way to hit him coming in and get out of dodge. If he can't, I think Porter is going to try to murder him on the inside. Punches to the body, uppercuts, and every punch is malicious. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. Thurman hasn't shown me that he's a great inside fighter himself. I personally don't think that Thurman is a great inside fighter. Unless I've missed something. I really don't see where Son is really that strong on the inside. So I hope I hope he can, I hope Thurman can keep Porter off him, bruh. I'm telling you. So, but like I said, I don't think so. I personally don't think that Thurman can keep Porter off him. Not for 12 rounds, bruh. Not for 12 rounds. It'll surprise me if he can. And like I said, I'm picking Porter to win by decision. No knockout, no nothing. But I really wouldn't be mad if Keith Thurman won. A lot of people are saying Keith Thurman is the best fighter at 147. Now that Floyd is gone, we about to see now. Damn sure about to see now. So, who y'all think gonna win? Let me know. Like I said, I got Porter. I'm not mad at whoever. I'm not mad at who wins anyway. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Till the next time, it's your boy AC. I will get at y'all, God willing. Peace.